Hi everyone and welcome to the Enough is Enough little bonus live stream. I'm just going to play a few ranked matches tonight. Obviously the Thatcher challenge has come out, the weekly challenge for a nice little Thatcher birthday charm. So being that Thatcher's my main man on attack, I'm going to just live stream a couple of ranked. We'll see what we can do and see if we can pick up some wins on those 20 rounds with the SAS. So first up we've got the Chalet map. It's a map that I don't know fantastically well. There's going to be obviously a map guide coming for it, but we've not managed to get around to doing one yet, so let's see how we do.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Okay, a little bit of an error there on the first selection screen. Recruit being completely unintentional, but that's my fault for playing around with my YouTube screen.
Op 4 located the biohazard container.
Let's see what we can do.
Wall fortified.
Hopefully someone's going to get that for us.
Deploying jammer. Activating jammer.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
Okay, so I'm going to barricade that up, give us a little bit of early warning if they're making their way in through there, but I'm actually going to just avoid the whole... Oh, really not used to using recruit. So you should always try not to overlap your barbed wire. It's a bit of a waste. See what we can see. So we know they're definitely out there. Was a team kill. Good shots on the blitz there. Okay, so that was a complete and utter disaster, but it really didn't help me and another guy picking recruit, so let's keep my eye on the screen this time and see if we can do a little bit better and start working towards some of them SAS kills. So I'm going to take my main man Thatcher here. He's going to be useful if they go with a garage location, which they probably will do. So hopefully, I'm solo queuing as well, by the way. You've probably noticed no XR Troika tonight, just myself, so I'm playing with randoms. We'll see what we get. We will spawn. I'll spawn down with thermite and hopefully we can get thermite and glass over to the garage door and we can get that bus wide open pretty quickly.
You need to locate the biohazard container.
Alright, let's go and have a look. I'd say they'll almost certainly be down
Done. The biohazard
here.
container has been located.
And I would be right. So they're in garage, in snowmobile garage. Pretty much as expected really. Oh, they've got a castle, that would have been useful for a fuse, but right, they've got the doors there, they've got mute jammer.
5 seconds.
That's all. So that's going to be pretty easy to deal with in terms of getting that front wall opened up, so hopefully everybody else heads down this way. Have we got everybody? Where's thermite? Oh dear, oh dear. Let's put a marker up and...
Disabling electronics.
Let him do the business. Now I'm going to cover him here in case that mirror drops. There we go. Now, get myself a bit of cover. Let that hole get blown. Oh, there must be a bandit in there.
Lights out.
As soon as he starts that going. I've got another one off us, right, so that creates a problem now. Let's see what we can do through this mirror. That's a good shout from Twitch. Now we've got a minute 55 is what I'm thinking. Thatcher's got the job done. So this should go on to a win now. So we've got somebody in this side room. They're going to get wiped out if they're not careful. There we go, that was an easy win, that one. So that's 1 out of 20. So we'll go with smoke because we need that SAS operator.
We need to protect the biohazard container. Secure the room.
Right, okay, so in garage again. Now, smoke's going to be important in this one because hopefully I'm going to be able to prevent that inevitable garage push. We know that it will come. There's no avoiding that.
Drone located the biohazard container.
But let's see if we can just slow it down a bit. And use that smoke to just, let's barricade this door. Just going to knock a hole in it, let him think that that's being watched. And I'm going to barricade this one as well. Just again, it's all about slowing them down. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to get stuck in here with a fuse up above us, but... So we'll leave some options. As soon as I hear that garage door go, I'm going to be working my way back there. Right, so they are targeting the garage. So let's get a smoke canister on there. And then as soon as we hear... got another mute down. That was bad placement. So that's going to slow things down a little bit. And again, this is just all about wasting time. Let's just put one of those out there. Oh, so that's somebody moving in behind us there. So it's quite a good plan of attack from their team, setting somebody around the other way, so they've got a good pinch going on there now. That's going to make it very difficult.
Op 4 is securing the container.
So I'm just going to get on the cams now, so there's not much that I can do. So,
Friendlies were eliminated.
oh, and we stick on 1 out of 20. So, oh, somebody's gone Thatcher, so I will take the sledge option so that we're continuing with the SAS theme for tonight. Now, they could go garage again, and I'm guessing they probably will. So pretty poor for me so far, 0 and 2. I've had a few games to warm up tonight, I've been playing much better, but hey ho. I do find it a bit difficult solo queuing on ranked sometimes. Not working as a team can be pretty difficult. So they're not downstairs. Alright, so it looks like we've got a... There we go, let's get that found. Dining room objective, we've got Frost, so we're going to have to watch out for traps there. We've got a Jaeger, we've got a castle, which we knew.
5 seconds to go.
Just turn that inwards to stop anybody going for the ping. There we go, we've got a nice view of that room now. So let's see what we've got. I'm going to work... Oh, that's a bit heavy there actually. I'm going to actually work up to the hatch upstairs. Should be drawn in really, but I sort of feel like time is of the essence with this one, so I'll take the risk. In we go. We've got Castle back there, let's get him down, so that's down to 2. If I watch this door, I know if it gets contested that they've come in from behind. Oh, that was a bad angle. Yeah, you didn't really see much of me there. So again, you live and learn from that. That was probably a poor entrance into that room really. Again, with a team of us, what I've been doing is I've been asking somebody to push in from the other side there, or at least having that rear side covered so that once I got in the room I wasn't getting sort of pinched like that from 2 sides where I've got to watch both. But when you're playing solo, you don't have too much of a choice unless people are gonna move with you. But it just makes it difficult when you're all sort of playing your own game sometimes and everybody's looking for their own kills.
Op 4 last stop standing. Friendly, last operator standing.
Alright, so we've had a good little run there. We've got a Thermite working upstairs. He's taking the hatch out. He's got Jaeger below him. I'm going to ping Jaeger for him now. I wouldn't usually do that, but obviously not being... It's giving my drone away, but not being on comms with him, it's a little bit difficult. So just maybe give him the knowledge that Jaeger is in the room at least. So let's switch over and see if we can watch Thermite. Yeah. Right, so he's just going to have to basically one-on-one gunfight, get the kill. There we go. So that's a good win. That's 2 out of 20. I think it was maybe a little bit risky moving in without ADS in there. It's always tricky, you know. If it had been ADS in, it probably picks him up quicker, but then it takes longer to sweep around the room. So it's a bit of a catch-22 really. Right, so we'll go smoke again. Looks like we're going garage again now. I don't really know how to play this one differently to how I did last time. I certainly don't want to be off in that side room. Nothing that they've done so far has suggested that they're using a fuse. So I'm going to take that information and feel a little bit safer to actually play the objective. I think on this mode it is quite important for me to play the objective because smoking those garage doors is a really good way of stopping the push from there. But I think maybe I used it a little bit too early this time. Sorry, last time. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hold off on the smoke, keep them down with suppressing fire, and there we go, take you out then, and see what we can do.
Setting the welcome mat.
without. So where do... Right, so we've got no reinforcements there. Let's get these barricaded again. Now we've got mute hopefully covering them doors, which is going to slow things down a little bit. I'm a bit worried he's blowing a hole in that, so I'm going to get out of the way. So we've got a Twitch drone probably somewhere. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and work it from this side this time. Now, already in a bit of a battle there, so just going to keep him going with some suppressing fire there.
Babes in position.
Get that smoke canister out there ready. We actually use that at this point to relocate. So we've got a sledge. We've got grenades coming in, so I know there is somebody still out there. I'm guessing that was possibly sledge.
Last stop standing.
Right, so we're down to 1. Now, importantly, what I don't want to do is get drawn into chasing that kill. Something that often happens. That, to me, we've got Capcom putting shots outside, which suggests... Yep, we've got somebody outside there. As I say, I'm not getting roped into chasing this kill. It's important that somebody, you know, you've got 2 guys there and this is easily going to become a one-on-one, so I'm just going to sit in for now. There we go. So we've got the win, Capcan's picked it up. Yeah, it's never a problem for one person to go chasing. We've just got to be careful about everybody bailing outside and getting on it, so the last thing you want is to be down to one-on-one before you know it. So, that's another win, so that's 3 picked up. We'll go Thatcher, seeing as he's available. And that puts us 3-2 up in the rank match, and hopefully we can get a nice early win, put me up to gold again, where we all know I belong. Now, if I'm right in thinking, I'm not sure they've actually won Garage yet, so they could choose to go there again. But let's see what we've got. Now, I've also had a message from XR Striker saying he's getting online, so what I will do is, after this match is done, I'll jump out, we'll start a new stream, and we'll get Striker involved, and we will start... they're in the dining room again, I'm guessing. And we will start going for... no, okay. Looks like it's an upstairs. No, they're down in the garage again. So we'll get XR Striker in, and there we go, get that spotted. See who we've got. We've got a Jaeger. So we've got Jaeger, Bandit, Castle, Mute and Mirror. So I'm going to get down to that door again and make a nuisance of myself. We've got a Thatcher, so he'll almost certainly come with me. Always cautious about moving across the front of the house, because the last thing I want to do is get myself taken out. Got the camera there. Right, so me and Thermite have actually come together there, so let's work this, get this garage door opened up. 5v4, that's a good early kill, so 4v4 now. Bit of a trade. Right, so Mira knows we're there. Bandit's down, so shouldn't be a problem getting this sorted now. Just needs to get it open. I don't know what Thermite's issue is, but there's definitely nothing. That's a big problem. That's probably not helped the situation, me shooting the thermite, but no choice. So we've got 1:40 left. Now I'm conscious I don't want to start. Right, so I've got good shots on there. Just conscious that I don't want to start trying to pick thermite up and end up dead, but... Oh, that's always going to be difficult. So that's going to push us to overtime, but all that means it's more opportunity for a few wins with the SAS. Pick up smoke again.
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Oh, fantastic. That's really useful.
Op 4 drone located the biohazard container. Getting ready. Deploying ADS. Activate channel.
So, it's useful. Doors, it's more important to get these ones barricaded, I think. Should really be doing hatches and stuff like that, but again, it's very difficult when you're on your own. Sort of control things to that level. Obviously, you go off and do it yourself, but the best you can do is sort of indicate where you want things doing. Not there. So. Quite like this corner that I worked last time, so I'm going to go for that again. Just going to barricade this up. Need to be quick. Thermite is going. Get out of the way of that. Okay, so let's have a little peek. Right, so it's not going well so far.
Loading new magazine! Beauty's in place! Smoke incoming!
One friendly remaining. Prevent further access to the biohazard container. Op 4 is securing the container.
Yeah, they've got that pretty easy. They've approached us from the garage, the stairs and the back door, so we've sort of got a triple threat coming in there, so very little we could do. Things will definitely get better, I think, when we get XR Troika in for the next stream.
You need to locate the biohazard container.
Right, so hopefully not the last round. Let's see what we've got. We're in overtime, so they could be anywhere. So I'm guessing they're either going to be dining hall or snowmobile garage. So they are snowmobile garage. We've got a mute again. So we've got Jaeger and Bandit. I've got Castle, Mute, Mirror. Okay.
Insertion in 10 seconds.
And we've looked like we've got somebody AFK, which is Thermite, so things could get even more difficult. I don't know why Thermite was having so much trouble getting into the garage in the previous rounds. As far as I know, mirrors don't really stop. You should have just crouched and put it down beneath the mirror, really. This guy really doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe if I indicate low. Right, so we've got one there. If he pops back up, hopefully. Oh my word! For somebody who plays double mirror, I really should have expected that, but maybe a bit of a pre-fire would have been a better idea. I'm not playing.
Friendly, last operator standing. All friendlies have been eliminated.
Right, so we've got 3 out of the 20 wins there. Let's focus on what this is about. We're talking the Thatcher challenge on the weekly challenges. So we're looking for my main's birthday charm. So we've got 3 out of 20 there. Not amazing, but I'm going to skip out of this for the time being. So stick around. If you've been watching, jump back in, and I will have Exor Troika, and we will show what a difference teamwork can make in the next game.